Welcome back, everyone. Well, you've heard the phrase, sometimes the simplest idea is the best idea. Well, we found out about an organization called Adirondack Harvest. We contacted them, we got into a conversation and found out that they're a really very interesting organization based on a very simple premise. You put farmers together with the people that make food, and guess what happens? Something good, right?
Yes.
So joining me today is Teresa Whalen. Now, Teresa, your title is kind of long, so why don't you tell me what that title is?
I'm the Southern Chapter Representative for Adirondack Harvest,
Okay.
which means it includes Hamilton, Warren, Washington, and Saratoga counties.
Well, great. Well, welcome, Teresa. It's real nice to have you here.
Well, thank
and
you.
I love talking about this topic. Giving just a sort of an overview for any of our viewers who might not know what Adirondack Harvest is.
Adirondack Harvest is a program of Cornell Cooperative Extension, and we are based out of the Essex County office. What Adirondack Harvest does, its mission is really to connect farmers with consumers on
Yes.
all different levels.
Boy, that's great. So some samples of that might be the obvious one, like through farmers markets and
Through
things like
farmers
that,
markets, through farm stands,
Right.
in schools, through CSA programs, stores, and in this instance, through restaurants.
Through restaurants, right. What a simple idea, but how cool is this? There's an event coming up, and we'll tell you about it. But let's talk a little bit about, it's called Farmers and Chefs. Duh. So let's just talk a bit about why you want to do this.
Well, both farmers and chefs are very busy, and it's difficult for them once the season begins to break away from what they're doing and actually either visit the farm or go to the chefs to approach them. And this way we're getting them to form relationships in the beginning of the season, and from a farmer's perspective, they have a better opportunity of growing or raising what the chef might need. And the chef will also have the opportunity of knowing which farms, he could count on for certain, to source out certain ingredients.
Right, so a couple of obvious benefits right here, of course, is that it's local, right? We always like to support local, but organic, and we mean really organic. Anybody that follows us here knows we do a weekly segment on health, and we talk a lot about organic and certified organic. So here's an opportunity if you're a restaurant chef, owner, a lot share both titles, right? They're both chef and owner.
Yes.
But even if they're not, the opportunity to find out what local produce, what local livestock meats there are, eggs that are available, and form the relationship with that farmer so the farmer can actually tend to the needs of those restaurant people.
Yes, exactly. And all of the farms that will be participating do use organic practices.
Yes.
Certifiable organic requires a fee, and sometimes for small farms it can be very difficult for them to afford that. But they will all be growing and raising their foods naturally.
Yes, got it. Now, the event that we're talking about is Thursday, March 26th, Thursday, March 26th, at Lake George at Dunham Bay Resort, which is real easy to get to. It's right off 9P, I think that is. 9L.
9L.
9L
Yes.
is where that is. And it's at 9 a.m. to noon in the morning. Oh, isn't that thoughtful?
Well, it's a great time for farmers, and the chefs didn't seem to have a problem with it either.
Yeah, I guess.
And the season, the busy season, we still have a little bit of time, to prepare. So it was convenient, and the owners and the chef at Dunham's Bay were very welcoming and
Great.
supportive of this, and they buy a lot of locally sourced ingredients and have been doing that with farmers through restaurant CSA programs.
Great, that's terrific. Okay, so 9 a.m. to noon, if you're involved in the restaurant business at all, if you're an owner, chef, however you're involved, here's an opportunity to network, right?
Exactly.
And even the name says it. It's a gathering of farmers and chefs.
The farmers will each have their own table.
Good.
They will be promoting their farm with information, handouts, PowerPoint presentations, and samples of what they will be selling.
Great. Boy, what an opportunity. That's a great idea to put this together.
It's a great opportunity, and we're just really excited about it. We need to have more of these events to make it more of a a realization that it's not, it's not difficult to access local food, and of course it benefits our communities and economically and also our environment and our health.
Again, simple idea, right? It's great that you're doing this. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to cycle back just for a second. That's Thursday, March 26th, Dunham Bay Resort, right there in Lake George, right on 9L. In the morning, 9 a.m. to noon, so if you're involved in a restaurant or chef or whatever, it's a good time for you to break away. And you can meet all the local farmers and find out what's available there in terms of organic vegetables and livestock and whatnot. So, sounds good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.